Hello everyone, I have a big announcement to make. I'm going to be continuing the Russian course. A lot of you have been asking me to continue the course, and I believe that everyone in the world deserves a chance to learn a foreign language for free. I'm your Russian tutor, Alla M, and today we're going to be talking a little bit more about reading. Let me share my screen with you and we'll get to the lesson. Alright. In order to sound more natural, you'll have to apply the O reduction rule. The rule on how to read the Russian O is simple. If an O is stressed, it makes an O sound. If it's not stressed, it makes an A sound. However, many students struggle with applying the rule. Let's see why. First of all, you have to understand what stress actually is. It's emphasis. It's the vowel in the word that is pronounced with the most intensity. Most people understand what it is right away when I use their name as an example. Let's say your name is Kevin. The first vowel in your name is stressed. It's emphasized. Here, the stressed vowel is shown with the accent mark over the letter. In some beginners' books, you can also see a letter bolded. Let's imagine that I mispronounced your name completely by misplacing the stress. I said Kevin. You would be like, hey, that's not the right way to say my name. But the only mistake I made is misplacing the stress. And look how it changed everything. Emphasis is actually important in the Russian language. And now let's look at the two words. Писать, писать. The first one means to write. The second one means to pee. Now you can see why it's important to place the stress correctly. So the rule says, if an O is stressed, it makes an O sound. If it's not stressed, it makes an A sound. Here I have three words for you, and the stress is already shown, the bolded letters and the accent marks. You just have to read it correctly. You can pause the lesson right here to practice, and then come back to me when you're ready. Ready? So if an O is stressed, read it as O. If it's not stressed, read it as A. Let's read. Хорошо. Холодно. Ладно. One more time. Хорошо. Холодно. Ладно. And now you're probably wondering, but how do I know where the stress is in a word? Is there a way to predict the stress? In text for beginners, it will be shown. You will either see an accent mark or a bolded letter, just like here in this example. There's no way to predict the stress. Each time you learn a new word, you'll learn its pronunciation, hence the stress, just like you learned it in English. Yes, we do have unpredictable stress in Russian, but stress is also unpredictable in English. You say computer and not computer. You know it because you learned how to pronounce this word as you were learning English. And sometimes misplacing the stress can also change the meaning of a word in English. Look at this example. Present, present. Present versus present. Let's practice more. How would you read this word? Is this O stressed? No. Then we're gonna read it as A. Is this O stressed? Nope. Read A. That's where the stress is. The vowel E is stressed. There's one little thing that can help you. Note that the letter yo is always stressed. That's the only case in which we can actually tell the placement of stress. For example, где он живет? Где он живет? Now let's practice reading phrases. I'm going to show you the next slide. Your task is to pause the lesson and read the phrases. When you're ready, come back to me and we'll check how you did. Here's the first slide. Pause the lesson right here and practice. Now I'm gonna start reading. Я хочу выучить русский. Я учу русский. С Новым годом! Доброе утро! Хочешь чай? Да, спасибо. Повторите, пожалуйста. Right. And now we're gonna have the second slide. You can pause here and practice. Let's start. Я могу вам помочь? Какая это станция? Уже поздно. Мне пора. Сколько стоит? Где он живет? The last one, note that yo is always stressed. Alright guys, that was it. I'm sure you did great. Let me know if you have any questions in the comments, and thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Give this lesson a like and share it with anyone who's learning Russian. Subscribe, it's the best way to support the channel. And I also have to remind you that I am still tutoring. So if you want to book a lesson with me, go ahead and book a lesson. You can find the link somewhere in here. It should be up there when it has all the information about the channel. So share your comments with me, share your ideas. I am so grateful you are here with me and you are supporting the new growing channel. Thank you guys for watching and good luck.